No, not pennyworthy. Okay, so we had just worked down the side of the leg, and now we're going to continue uh, in what we're calling a collapse position. So, Q, would you put that bolster there right up against you? And he's just going to turn onto it even more so that we're going to come around from the back here. And this, because of this collapsed supported position, we can start to just uh, do some nice gentle compression here. And again, you know, you have to continually explore what your relationship is with the pole. Right? Like, what is your relationship with the pole as far as how are you using it? You know, it's an extension of yourself right now, and it's part of the sequence. So, not the sequence so much, but the way we utilize our body weight. So, is it in front of you, so you're leaning into it? Is it more along your side, which acts as like a more of a neutral stabilizing factor, so you feel comfortable when you shift your weight forward? You know, you have to look at that. Or I wish you would look at that. And here, you know, it becomes obvious, like if your intention is to just start adding some rhythmic compression, you know, and I use the vector of compressing down and away a lot to try to create space, that you want to continually move your body, right, so that the work is in front of you and you can utilize your body weight a little easier. That's muy importante. Just compressing. Okay, Q?
Yep.
Compressing, changing feet, because it makes more sense. Compressing. And then, you know, after a series of compressions, now I'm using the ball of my toes to get a little bit more specific to the space in between the muscle and the spine. It's working that lamina groove, working that inner bladder line. Perhaps there's also sen line. It's a nice neighborhood. I think that they're all just coexisting very nicely.
Vita Pingata.
What is it, Q?
Vita Pingata.
Thank you. Changing here. So I'm coming around. You can see I'm tracking around. And then I'm going to just start to compress a little bit. Initial contact with this outside foot feels good. As far as working on this area, I would probably more naturally change my inside foot so I can use a little bit more leverage. Pressure okay?
Feels awesome.
Awesome. So, you know, that's the things we have to work with. You know, so our legs, you can draw the analogy about the legs and the pole. Like, how are you utilizing your legs for support? Are you leaning on them? You know, I hope you don't consider your legs a crutch either. Just put that, keep on putting that out there. So here I'm swinging around, so I feel the need to extend this out a little bit so I can let my weight fall into it. I can let go of my body weight a little bit into the here. So I'm going to continue here down the arm. So, and you notice the position of the arm too when in sideline. So it's not tucked under the Q, but it's out on the side. So this relieves it from excessive compression into the joint. But it also allows you to start to look at, you know, compressing the arms, because it can take the pressure really nicely because of the support of the mat. So you can see I have the pole out in front of me and pivoting it around it actually. You know, you can use the pole as a pivot point. So the pole can stay stationary, but you can move around it. You know, that way it gives you some uniform stabilization. It's okay, Q?
This is great.
So I'm right around the elbow. There's the elbow there. And I'm just coming right onto it where the attachments are. It's thicker there. hang out there, and just extend the angle of my foot from here to down here now. I probably would move the arm just a little bit away. The wrist here. So, you know, in Chinese medicine, they talk about the individual acupressure points that go all through this wrist crease, and they affect the energy channels that go through the arm and go into the chest. And in Thai, the area where the bodies bend, the wrist being one example of that, is considered the wind gates. So, meaning you want to keep through some nice movement and stretching and compression, we want to keep the gates open so that the wind, the animating life force that passes through us, won't get stuck. You know, because the stagnation is what's ruining the nation. You know what I'm saying? So you want to keep things flowing, harmonious amongst themselves internally and their neighbors externally. So everything's irate. Compressing on the hand. This nice move I like coming and using whatever foot, but let your heel rest right in the center of the palm. Take that compression right out.
Yeah, that is great.
So right on there. And I'll probably switch feet to stabilize the hand, and then I can use my outside foot here to compress in some opening my stance with every compression now. So I feel more stable as my weight is shifting, not back to forth this time, but more side to side. And again, dressing on the elbow, addressing elbow, and then I would switch feet and just come here like so, pressing down. In addressing up here for teres here at the top of the crease, I'd say probably coming in from the inside, have a little bend at the elbow, so you can use the side of your foot to come in. Okay, Q?
It's strong, I like it.
You notice the angle there, so I'm extending through my big toe, right on the top of the crease here, dressing teres. And then you just release, and then you can continue the compression. So it's a nice transition move.